One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. Hmm.
signs. Oh, smart idea. Decode complete. Adequate check. Reach Oliver. Reach Oliver right now. Here comes the headline. Hyper calligraphy. Here comes the headline. An accurate reading. Oliver review function engaged. Reach Oliver right now. Cheers for the good times. I feel like a brand new
Order, order. Once again, Mr. Craus, this proceeding is not an interrogation, but you are obligated to respond to the questions put forth to you by this tribunal. Now, please give a full account of your unsanctioned actions proceeding from October 1st, 1920 onward, following the 10th storm. You are reminded that your testimony must be complete, truthful, and without omission. Our time is limited.
Understood, Your Honor. On October 1st, 1920, I issued an unsanctioned order to Sergeant Yemelai, a member of my squad, directing him to carry out a mission on the Western Front in Europe. In addition, during my tenure as head of security in the Safe Zone, I instituted a frontline contingency plan without prior authorization from the Joint Committee. Following that, I took advantage of the policy approved by the committee in December, the resolution on the expansion of admitted persons, and issued admission licenses far exceeding my allowance under the regulation.
Then you admit to acting beyond the regulations of this policy in order to distribute these licenses, most of which were issued to military-related individuals. Would you care to explain why?
I believe the Foundation would need them.
Elucidate, please.
All this time, the Foundation has been sheltering only a small number of core personnel from each era. We've had to rebuild our ranks from the top down after every storm. I don't doubt we had our reasons. We sheltered only the best of the best. After all, a farmer sets aside their most productive seeds to survive a coming flood. But we're fighting a war out there. I hardly think there's any need to elucidate how this policy has kept us on the back foot. We're scrambling.
Irrespective of our shortages, you can't possibly claim these people you've taken in are fitting candidates. They aren't qualified specialists. They're soldiers. The only reason they're fighting for us is to protect themselves from Manus Vindictae. How do you intend to ensure their continued cooperation after the storm takes us to a different era?
We tell them what they're fighting for. Every man and woman that fought in those trenches has already come to terms with the idea that they may never see their home again. All for the sake of a senseless war without any hope of an end. What better qualifications could be asked for?
Would you state that as a matter of fact, or as your opinion?
I speak from my own experience, Your Honor. Every one of us here has been snatched from our era. We've all lost homes and loved ones to the storm. But the Foundation saved us and gave us a reason to fight. Not for vengeance, but for the future itself. We are the lucky few who benefited from the Foundation's old policy. I only aim to give that chance to more people. Expanding our numbers will not change our goal. We can save more people, and I believe we must. Besides that, the truth of the storm will help persuade them, to say nothing of Manus Vindicte. Just think about how many they've already driven to our side.
You've made your point. Now let's turn to the matter of your use of tracking serum on a member of your squad. First, please provide a factual account of the events.
I'll be keeping tabs on it from now on, Marcia. Even got a tracking serum. Crazy zone.
Tracking serum? I won't run again. Trust me, I swear.
Mandrake extract taking effect. Subject calm. Don't sweat it. The vitals are fine. Give us the route, will you? We don't need any help with the injection.
Is there something wrong, Niall? I'm fine. Let's go, Miss Timekeeper. Please, call me Bertie. Yes, Miss Burton. Just Burton's fine. Oh, right. Burton. Ward 1119. This way. Masha, are you in there? It's me, Meryl, and Buttons, too. Meryl? Come on in. It's good to see you again, Masha. Oh, you're looking much better. Doctor says I only look so rosy cheeked because my hair is wet. I'm not even allowed to stand up, and I was given strict instructions not to use my arcane skills. I wish I could at least get out of this bed, but I understand that would probably just make me a pain in the neck for the doctor. Best just to stay where you are, then. How are you really feeling, though? Inside, I mean. I believe I fully recovered. The last of the fear I accumulated during Karung surgery was released 3 days ago. But Miss Mesmer is afraid that it might have a long-term effect on my mental state, so she has asked me to stay a while longer for observation. We brought you some snacks, but security sees them at the door. Apparently, visitors aren't allowed to bring food. But they did let me keep this. A bird? How cute. What species is it? I don't think I've seen such a bird before. I saw it in the Arcane Creature Keeper's Travelogue. It didn't mention the species, though. Actually, I think it said that even the author hadn't seen it. The picture was just a rough reconstruction, so I improvised a few bits. Reconstruction? Are they extinct? Apparently. No one's seen one for over 40 years, so it seems like they're gone for good. What a shame. I hope there are some left out there. I bet the real version's even cuter. I made it from small bits and bobs I left at headquarters. One of them was a blueprint I drew during a maths lesson. It was supposed to be a flying model powered by arcane skills, but that was a bit beyond my ability at the time. But since my arcane skills had improved, I decided to give it another shot. I retooled the design, added a few new ideas. And ta-da! Go on, see what I can do. It's amazingly lifelike. The arcane skill cast on it must be sophisticated. Thank you, Mara. I'll treasure it as if it were a sacred relic. Somehow, the way it moves reminds me of you. I gave it all the healing incantations I could think of. Not sure if any of them actually worked, though. Anyway, I thought it might keep you company while we're away. Burton and I have been assigned a mission at the SPDM. We'll need to go in a minute. Huh? They're sending both Team Timekeeper and the 12 Squad to the SPDM? No. Not the 12 Squad. I've been seconded to Team Timekeeper for the mission. The SPDM has taken a large number of Stormwalkers in the last few months, and they're preparing for next time's opening ceremony. With our shortages in manpower, they've been recalling any available alumni to assist, including Meryl and me. I see. I'm sure you'll do well this time. Of course. I'll try my best. How is Commander Clears? Paravian mentioned that the committee has brought him to court. I'm sure it isn't anything too serious. I believe the committee only wants to collect as much intelligence as possible for the next storm. Yeah, that's why the squad members have all been reassigned. I asked Paravian and Yamalai to come visit you with us, but they were tied up. Looks like we'll have to wait till the storm ends before we reunite. Storm. Then the end of this era is coming. Yes, but don't worry. The Foundation has already begun recalling its staff. You'll be safe here. The doctor said that as long as I stay in the rehab center, I won't feel a thing when it happens. But the Commander Clears walked me through what to expect. He told me I would get used to it. You've each been through it many times now, right? Have you gotten used to it? No one ever really gets used to it. Do they, Burton? I still haven't. It's almost time. Shall we set off early? Sorry, I can't. I just received a message. There's something I need to handle back at headquarters before I go. Should I wait for you then? No need. Just go and find Matilda at the ceremony hall. She'll tell you what to do before I arrive. Matilda? You mean Matilda Boabish, our old monitor assistant? Yes, she's an investigator now. A star investigator, she'll insist. She'll also be helping out. Got it. I hope the school shuttle's still running. I haven't been back since I graduated. Take it as a good chance to revisit them. Sinetto and I will join you soon.
Paravian, you're the light. Front and center, please.
Hello, sir.
You two are from the 12 squad. Got nowhere else to go, huh? Sorry about your boss. Anyway, welcome to the first squad of the Pre-Storm Quick Reaction Force. I'm Captain Osborne. I'll be your supervisor until the storm is over. I don't believe you two are acquainted with our storm reaction protocols, are you?
No, this is our first mission here. What are our responsibilities, sir?
Our primary duty is to provide security for the Foundation's personnel admission process. We'll receive our orders directly from the Pre-Storm Dispatch Center, which takes over the Foundation's security forces in the last 24 hours prior to every storm. Usually we handle the admission process without additional support, but things are understandably more complicated this time. That's why you've been assigned here.
Well, I wasn't expecting a vacation.
Good to hear. Now follow me. I'll fill you in along the way. See these lines? Thanks to the resolution on the expansion of admitted persons, we're taking in 10 times as many people as before. Soldiers, psychiatrists, theoretical physicists, and more than a few questionable individuals. Someone's really opened the floodgates this time around. Most of them don't even know about the storm yet. The Foundation's given out the usual excuses for our sudden invitation. But with all of these new faces, this is a prime opportunity for the Menace to infiltrate us. With so many looking for an escape from this war, it wouldn't be difficult to coax them into doing their dirty work. We've set up a security checkpoint here. Your job is to guard it and stop any unauthorized access to headquarters.
And what do we find an unauthorized person? What's the protocol? Should we hold them off to a cell?
Of course not. That's just what they'd want. An opportunity to cross the storm safely. Send them away, and make sure they don't come back.
Does anyone be sent away who died in the storm? Can't you just...
Those are your orders. You only admit those who are already authorized, and there's no time to run background checks. Showing any mercy, no matter what the sob story, could put everyone in danger. You let one man in, and a second will follow, and then a third, and a fourth, and before you know it, it's utter chaos. We don't have the manpower, nor the space to deal with that.
Understood, sir. Moravian and I won't have any trouble following protocol. We'll do everything as ordered. Express gratitude, salute, and see them off. Never disturb the lives of the registrants. Right?
Good to know at least one of you understands. The Foundation is like an ark, sailing the flood. The only way we'll reach land again is through strict order.
Let me in!
Expect to see plenty more where that came from. We already stopped 3 of them before you got here.
Can't just leave us out here to die! What are you all looking at, huh? The Foundation's only letting you in because they think you're useful. Your families are still going to die, just like the rest of us.
Gentlemen, please get rid of him before this escalates.
Well, before I get started, can I ask how long you've been up this country?
5 storms as captain of the first squad, and 3 years as a squad member. It wasn't until I saw the storm with my own eyes that I fully realized I never get to see my wife and children again. But if you want to know my take on this, I'd say I swore to devote my life to the Foundation. It takes sacrifice to push time forward, gentlemen.
Come on, Beagle. Let's take care of this lad.
Into line? Okay. Anyone crazy seeing blood? Crescendo! Crescendo! One ways, 2 ways. But that is still the point. You could always use some snacks. Just a second, darling! Please hold over rising. Interacting with Oliver. Cheers for the good times. I feel like a brand new woman.
Go to hell! Foundation lapdogs! Please, don't kick me out!
Leave him to me. Now back to your positions. From the
Understood. Let's get to it. You know what to do.
Thank you for that wonderful performance. Distinguished teachers, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this year's opening ceremony. We are especially honored today to be joined by the Foundation's inspection team, who will be spending this memorable day by our side. For many of you, this will be your first time leaving home. And for all of you, this opportunity to study at a unique institution with students from all over the world may seem daunting at first. There will be challenges, even conflicts along the way. But here, you will study the skills and values needed to overcome them. Every young arcanist will have the opportunity to realize their potential and to contribute to the cause of world peace. A mission this institution has pursued for centuries. Our philosophy.
Said she had something to appear tardy, I know, but where is that assistant she said would be here? Oh, that same old speech again? That's that old fogey haunted me before I was even born. Matilda! Madam, you're the assistant Wilkinson? Shit! What took you so long? I've already been waiting for 34 minutes. Sorry. You wouldn't believe how crowded the student entrance is. It took me ages to get in. The student entrance? If you're not a student anymore, Merrill, you were meant to go to the staff entrance. They would have let you in right away. Oh, you're right. I should have known. You graduated 2 years ago, Merrill. I know. It's just I chickened out when I made eye contact with the instructor at the gate. Never mind. It's not too late to start our mission. Right, about that. What is our mission exactly? To maintain order on the campus and deal with any and all guards job? Well, yes, but we need some privacy. Follow me. We can't let this. I am certain you remember. I suppose he knows this better than I do, but many children have lost their parents to the war in this era. Therefore, the SPDM has taken in a great deal more Afghanist orphans than ever before. The intake this year is so large that the staff can hardly handle it. I see. No wonder everywhere feels so crowded. Alors, you've seen for yourself how order is very maintained, even with all the guards on hand. That is why the SPDM has requested some alumni from headquarters to assist. Still, we have a more important mission than just maintaining order. That is, to inspect the shelter guards around the campus. Those things installed on top of the watchtowers. Are you sure we're allowed to touch them? Oh, you know about them already? C'est bon. Then we can skip the introduction. I think so. My commander from the 12 Squad told me about them. He said headquarters only has a limited immunity range against the storm. Nearby facilities, the SPTM, fall outside that range. And that's where these shelter doves come in. They reshape the immunity area to cover those facilities. thing I've been wondering though. Where did these doves come from? It's That's our technology. Not even the Laplace researchers know how it works. But how are we supposed to inspect them? Yeah, the Max House sent an inspector to check on their status. But this time, they sent over the testing equipment so that we can do the job ourselves. You just need to plug it into the maintenance panel on the pedestal and wait. It will sound a work with the doves there. And of course, if power doesn't come from nowhere, you can check the battery status on the panel. And if it does sound a warning, I doubt we'd be able to fix it on our own. In that case, replace it with a backup dove and report the malfunction to headquarters. Someone will take care of it. There are backup doves stored in the air raid shelters beneath the water, except the central one. That shelter is closed for maintenance, so its doves are stored near the top. According to the maintenance logs, we shouldn't have any problems, but we still need to inspect each one of them. So it's just a routine check then. I know it sounds technical, but the safety of the entire campus depends on us. Now you understand why they turned to Matilda, their most reliable investigator and former monitor assistant, to bear such a great responsibility. Hello? Miss Matilda, have you met the other member of the security assistance team? Yes, she's here with me now. Any luck finding the missing student Miss Logan talked about? Well, about that, I followed the instructions of your divination to the classroom building indoors, but there was no sign of him at all. And I received a new message from Miss Vogel. She said there was another student missing during the attendance call at the opening ceremony. sure this is going to work, Lucas? Can't believe you don't trust me. School anthem's over. Mikey said he would sneak out when the choir was leaving stage. Then it's time for the principal to give that same old speech that goes on and on. So, let's say 15 minutes. But we might need more time than that. Do you think we can make it?
Come on, Amelia, don't sweat it. You know the old man will keep blabbing on for at least half an hour. We've still got plenty of time. Just think about it. Getting a race done, the three of us will be free. I mean, the school free.
Out of the school? Really? Do you know what it's like out there? The instructor said there's a war going on. It could be dangerous.
Are you kidding? You just said that to scare us.
But why are we doing it today of all days?
Because it's our last good chance for the whole semester. Everyone's at the ceremony, and the guards are busy either handling the crowd or showing the inspection team around. I heard there are some committee members coming this time. So, will you calm down already? This was your plan, remember? Everything's gonna go just fine.
Someone's coming.
Could be Mike. I'll go get him.
Wait, let me double check. My arcane skill isn't totally reliable. Let me see. These sound like a crow's footsteps. A bit shorter than Mikey. Wait, now I hear two of them coming this way. Is there something wrong with my arcane skill?
Achoo! Dude, it's a monitor assistant.
Barry, you in position. I'm ready. Run! on them than just students. Activated. Listen to this. Watch block. Let's dance with the shadows. Enjoy it, friends. All of our release functions engaged. Interacting with Oliver. This combat will be recorded for statistical analysis and object.
Ben, you mean we really do get to go back into the world? We couldn't stay here, even if we wanted to. The instructors are hiding something. But if we'll find out one day anyway, why don't they just tell us now? Miss, why can't you just tell us what's happening out there? I swear we'll keep our mouths shut.
Don't bother, Emilia. They're not gonna tell you anything. They know, but even if they used to be students like us, they're just like them now. They'll ignore us just like the instructors do.
war. There's a war raging out there. Honestly, I wish I could stay here at the school where it's safe. And that's not even the worst part.
That must be them. This way. Hurry up. Lucas! Emilia! What do you think you're doing out here? Unbelievable. You're both spending the rest of the day sitting in the guardhouse. Take them away.
No. No! There's worms in the walls of that place!
Exactly. Those Shamirs are there to give you troublemakers a lesson.
Move it, you little terrors. No more tricks. I'm watching you.
Let me go!
Thank you for your assistance, investigators. Rest assured, I'll be giving these two a much overdue lesson on following rules and procedures.
You are most welcome, instructor. Of course, we could escort them to the guardhouse if you'd like.
No need for that. I'm aware you have more important tasks to do, while the skies are clear.
These students are too young to handle the truth. They don't even know they're from different eras. Could you imagine what would happen if we told them about the storm?
I do understand. I mean, I know the school's only trying to protect them, but their punishment still seems a bit much.
Which is why I, the great Matilda Boanish, will be changing things as soon as I gain power in the Foundation. But for now, let's keep our eyes on the mission, no? There's no time to wait for Sonetto and Vertin. The nearest watchtower is the one in the northwest. Let's start from there. So, this is the shelter dove. What are you doing standing back there? Come on, I'll show you how to use the tester.
What? I thought you said you never used it before.
Perhaps not, but you underestimate Matilda la Magnifique. I already figured out how to use it well in advance.
Oh. Okay.
Plug the tester in at the panel on the pedestal, turn the safety knob, and press the button on the side.
The safety knob. Am I turning it the right way?
D'accord. Now the lights on the panel will tell us whether the dove is working. Verifying ID. Green. Power status. Green. Immunity area. Also green. Good. Stellar. Superb. That's all there is to it. Now we head to the next watchtower. By the way, I'm quite curious. How did you know the Griffin array wouldn't work?
Because I was the one who drew it back in 8th grade.
What? But that's vandalism!
Is there something wrong, Sonetto?
That courtroom we just passed. Mr. Krios is in there answering the committee's questions. It was his information that led us to the Amber Room and to Beargrad. I'm just concerned.
The Foundation hasn't quizzed me on anything since I submitted my report on the Dawn operation. I would be in there right next to Krios if they wanted to investigate us as well.
I see.
Here it is. Let's go.
Long time no see. Timekeeper? Sonetto?
Anyone crazy seeing blood?
Activate.
Listen to the crescendo. Crescendo! Come dance with us!
Polymer release function engaged. Repolymerizing.
Listen.
Cheers for the good times. I feel like a brand new woman.
You still look pale, Miss Stranger.
Well enough to get back to work. Thank you for your concern. Though, before we exchange any more pleasantries, shall we allow this researcher to finish her job first?
Hello, Timekeeper. You're as punctual as ever, right down to the tick.
In fact, you're early, miss. But I must confess, I was never all that timely before becoming the Timekeeper.
Wow, and a sense of humor, too. You've really got it all, Miss Verton. I'll be the one conducting research into your suitcase's technology this time. Well, it's not just me, of course. It'll go to the team. One researcher alone couldn't possibly understand a device of the suitcase's magnitude, could they? So, has everyone moved out already?
Yes, they're all in the Foundation's guest rooms. I've checked every nook and cranny to ensure no one was left behind.
Thank you for your cooperation. I'm sure this will help us learn more about that mysterious spinning wheel.
Anything else I can help you with?
Timekeeper. There's something I'd like to ask you about. Kind of a private matter. About the Amber Room. I heard you went through some kind of time distortion in there.
Is that true?
Yes. It was exactly as I wrote in my report.
Time distortion. If only I were assigned to research that. What could be more fun than studying time itself? Not to knock working on the suitcase, I suppose involves the study of space, or time. I wonder which is deeper. You know, you're a real gatherer of mysteries, Timekeeper. Actually, you're kind of a mystery yourself. I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry for the blabbering. I should really go. Well, I'll get the suitcase back to you in a few days. A week at most. Please plan your schedule accordingly. Goodbye, Timekeeper.
I wonder if she even saw me or Miss Sonetto. Laplace really does excel in finding unique talents.
I'm used to it. Has the Foundation assigned you a new job already? I thought you'd want to rest for a while longer.
I wish I could, but it's not my decision to make. The Foundation received your report on the Dawn operation while I was still stuck in bed. It mentioned that Igor gave you a boon. Part of my work involves studying the Manus's arcane skills, so I was sent to Laplace to help. The project leader said they've made some progress already, but they'll need your help to continue. Which is why I invited you here.
Is the research team here at the Foundation?
Yes. The project leader and her assistant were notified in advance and brought their equipment here. Follow me. They asked for an open space, so we agreed to meet in the garden. I don't understand how one can relax while walking through a maze like this.
The view was much more enjoyable before the hedges grew into walls like this. That should be them over there. Is that... Eagle?
Hi, Miss Timekeeper. Miss Sonetto, Miss Stranger. It's great to see you again.
It's been a while, Eagle. I understand you've joined Laplace. Will you be working on this project too?
Not exactly. The project leader is my tutor. I'm just here to help with a few things. She's
Hello, Timekeeper. It's I hope you found the time to read Miss Recoletta's novel. Oh, you can call me Marguerite.
It's a pleasure, Marguerite.
Your timing's perfect. Eagle and I have just finished setting up the OmniVector virtual monitoring device. We're ready to start the experiment at any time. Please, take a seat, Timekeeper. You're about to experience quite the adventure.
Wait, Miss Marguerite. Would you mind explaining what this OmniVector virtual monitoring device is before you start?
It's a Chaos System OmniVector quantitative analysis and spatiometric virtual sensory monitoring device, to be precise. Based on what we know about this cube, it'll go through unpredictable changes in the near future. So, to keep it under control, we must... Judging by your faces, I think I haven't been clear enough.
Allow me to make things easier for everyone. Using the data I provided, the research team has decoded the arcane skill Manus Vindicte used to stabilize the shell of the boon, allowing us to access what was held inside.
It was trivial, really. All we needed to do was listen.
So you're saying I can use this device to hear what's inside the cube?
Exactly. I know it isn't quite correct to call it a monitoring device, but language itself is an exercise in uncertainty, wouldn't you say?
Given that the cube was created by Arcana, a less direct but safer method of exploration is probably for the best.
As it happens, I already attempted to listen to the device while setting up the system. As soon as the first blast of sound reached my ears, I was hit with a wave of dizziness and briefly fell unconscious. Symptoms that closely resemble what I experienced when you secretly invited me to the lake in your suitcase. It's likely, Vertin, that you are the only one able to remain conscious while listening to the device. And don't worry, Eagle has already booked a VIP room for you at the rehab center, just in case.
I see. Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Virtual environmental model constructed. You may begin at any time. Miss Stranger, place the Pandora's box on the tray, if you would. Justice, the cube of superposition of ever-changing matter. It seems feasible to contemplate the system you Timekeeper seems...
The machine is smoking. Did something go wrong? Timekeeper, are you alright?
I'm fine. My ears are ringing, but that's all.
So you were able to withstand whatever's inside the cube as expected, but it looks like our monitoring device wasn't. The overload of chaos data caused it to break down, though it should have been fine under the protection of the Apeiron scroll.
Did you hear anything during the experiment?
I did. But I don't quite know how to describe it. It was almost like the sound of sinking quicksand. I think I've made contact with similar powers before. I'm not sure what it is, but I know it could be very dangerous.
Then Miss Stranger was right. It could be risky to break the shell before we find out what's inside.
It's still an option worth considering, since we've gotten nothing from the monitoring device. Well, Timekeeper, shall we open it?
No. The risk is too high.
Shame. Anyway, if you change your mind... Use this. Our virtual neighbor came up with this capsule while we were working on the monitoring device. It activates with a simple incantation. It will take about 7 seconds to dissolve the shell. After that, who knows what might happen? I'll teach you the incantation later. It's easy, as long as you pass the SPDM's 9th grade arcane skills class.
Thank you. I'll treat it with the utmost care.
Good. I look forward to hearing its secrets. If you decide to open it, that is.
You still look pale, Miss Stranger.
Well enough, though, before we exchange any...
Hello, in fact, you're...
Oh, wow! I'll be the one so...
Yes.
Thank you for your... about the
Yes.
Time just... Not to... You know, sorry, well, I'll get the suit...
I wonder if she even saw me or miss...
I'm used to it. Has the foundation...
I wish I could. But it's the foundation part of my water project, which is why I...
Is the reason...
Yes, follow me. They asked for an... I don't understand how...
The view was much more enjoyable before the...
That should be them over there.
Hi, Miss... It's great to see. It's been a while, Eagle. Will you be...
Not exactly. The project leader is my tutor. I'm just here to help with a few things. She's,
Hello, Time. I hope you found the time to read...
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Your timing's perfect. Please.
Wait, Miss Mark.
It's okay. Based on what we know about this cube, it'll go through unpredictable changes in the near future. So, to keep it under control, we must... Judging...
Allow me to using the data I provided.
It was...
So you're saying...
Exactly. I know it...
Given that the cube was created...
As it up, symptoms that close... It's likely, Vertin, that...
I see. Well...
Virtual environment stranger. Justice, it seems Timekeeper.
the machine is... Timekeeper?
I'm fine.
So you... The overload of chaos data...
Did you hear?
I did. I think I've made contact with Sim...
And Miss Stranger...
It's still an option worth Well, Timekeeper, shall we open it?
No.
Shame. Use the... It activate. I'll teach you.
As it happens, I wasn't in class for most of 9th grade.
Really? Either way, I'm sure being the timekeeper has given you more than enough experience to handle it.